everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle, and today I'm going to be reviewing The War That Saved My Life by Kimberly Brubbaker Bradley. She is the New York Times bestselling author, and this book is a Newbery Honor book. And in tiny print, it says, "Finding where you belong is always worth the fight." I'm so excited to be reviewing this, but before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. Alright, so let's get into this book review. So I'm going to start off by reading the back. Ada is 10 years old and has never left her one-room apartment. Her cruel mother is too humiliated by Ada's twisted foot to let her outside. So when her little brother Jamie is shipped out of London to escape the war, Ada sneaks out to join him. Ada and Jamie are forced upon Susan Smith, a woman used to having only herself to care for. At Susan's home, Ada teaches herself to ride a pony, learns to read, and watches for German spies. So let's stop right there. We just learned that Ada taught herself to ride a pony, and she learned to read, and she also watched for German spies. That is crazy. She's a handicap. Can you imagine being able to do that when you're handicapped? And honestly, that's pretty shocking. So as you guys can see, Ada has a lot of potential. Let me continue here. She even begins to trust Susan, and Susan begins to love Ada and Jamie. But in the end, will their bond be enough to hold them together through wartime? Or will Ada and her brother fall back into the hands of their mother? So, this book is very exciting, very adventurous, very relatable, and emotional roller coaster to read. Honestly, phenomenal book. It is a 10 out of 10 for me. I think this is a big hit, and it's honestly so amazing. And it teaches you a very big lesson in this book. And like I read out in tiny print, it says, "Finding where you belong is always worth the fight." So always remember that, because it's very true, and it shows you that in this book. So as I just read out, Ada was living this terrible life. She was stuck in her one-bedroom apartment, and she was trying to teach herself how to walk, and she forced herself to learn because she just really wanted to escape, and she wanted to have fun like Jamie could. And her mother slapped her and beat her, and if she talked back, or if she really wanted to do something or asked for anything as simple as, "Can I go outside?" Can you imagine not being able to go outside? And as I read out, Ada's mother is ashamed of her foot because she's a handicap and it's twisted, and she just doesn't want others to see it. She's so ashamed of it. And I don't think there's any reason to be ashamed of a foot. Ada could have even gotten her foot fixed, and so the fact that her mother didn't do that really shocked me. I was like, why couldn't you have fixed the foot right then? And so when Ada decides to run away with Jamie and to go to another city, I was very happy for Ada, because Ada is escaping her cruel life, the life she needs to find another life where she can show others all her talent, so where she can spill out her talent and ooze in the sun, I guess, because she has so much potential, like a handicap, learning to ride a pony, forcing herself to stand up and be able to walk. That is amazing. And so in the book, they end up in the hands of Susan Smith, and like I read out, Susan Smith is used to having only herself to take care of, and she's old, and she doesn't want them at first. And towards the end of the book, it says that Susan begins to love Ada and Jamie. But will this bond be enough to keep them together in the war? Well, you'll have to read the book to find out. But honestly, I was very impressed by the book, the detail, and just like how it was played out and the lesson it taught. It wasn't about feeling bad for herself. It was more of how you should follow your dreams and how you should never give up. I think that was the real message the author was trying to give. And Ada is this 10-year-old girl, and she's about the same age as me. She's like a year younger than me. and she's already learned how to ride a pony and do all of this cool stuff that she's never done before. And all of a sudden, all these options are right in front of Ada, and Ada is not used to this. Like, Ada's been stuck in a room for so long that Ada is overwhelmed by all of this, that when Ada sees her mother again, Ada's mother calls Ada a spoiled brat. And honestly, being a spoiled brat, like, it's like saying living a normal life is being a spoiled brat, which it really isn't. And will they end up in the hands of their mother, their cruel mother? Well, you'll have to read the book to find out. And I also want to talk a little bit about Jamie. So Jamie is Ada's younger brother, and honestly, Jamie is just as good as Ada, and he has no problems. He's not a handicap or anything, and so Ada's mother had nothing to be ashamed of, so she let Jamie go out. And of course, Ada was probably jealous, but Ada never really felt that way, I guess, because she was too busy busying herself and doing all these chores for Jamie and talking to Jamie, because Jamie was really there for her, which is very nice, and Jamie is her younger brother. And so I'm sure a lot of you guys will have some younger siblings and you guys find them annoying. But honestly, when you read this book, you'll be like, your heart will warm up and you'll be like filled with joy that a younger sibling is trying to help their older sibling. And these two make great siblings. They're always there for each other, and they don't even know their real birthday, their real last name, which is why when Ada and Jamie are pushed to the doorstep of Susan Smith and they are asked for their last names, Ada just comes up with Smith because Susan's last name is Smith. So of course they don't buy it, but they let it go. And yeah, honestly, great book. The war saved Ada's life, and without that war, Ada wouldn't have been able to show her potential to the world. So great book. I think it definitely deserves the Newbery Honor Book Award. And yeah, phenomenal book. 10 out of 10 for me. I just love it so much, and I really think you guys should get it. I think you guys should give it a shot. And there's also a sequel to it, so the next book is called The War I Finally Won. So if you guys would like me to review this, please let me know in the comments down below, and I will be more than happy to do that for you. So yeah, great book overall, and I was so excited to be reviewing this for you guys. But anyways, of course, as you guys know, I have introduced a new segment to my book reviews, and it is called The Sneak Peek, where I show you guys what the next book I'm going to be reviewing looks like. And I'm really excited to be doing that, so let me show you guys what the next book I'm going to be reviewing looks like. Okay, this is what it looks like. So this is Ghost by Jason Reynolds, and Jason Reynolds is the New York Times best-selling author, and this book is a National Book Award finalist. And in tiny print it says, running for his life or from it. So it sounds pretty exciting, doesn't it? And it's called Ghost, and I'm so excited to be reviewing this for you guys too. In case you guys were wondering, I like books that are relatable, funny, emotional, not books that you can't relate to, because then you can't fit in the character's shoes, you know what I mean? You can't step inside of them and see the world through their eyes. And books, when you're living your normal life and you just want to escape it, then you go into a book and it's like you're living a totally other life. That's why I love books so much. But anyways, that is all for this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and that like button. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!